What's up, guys? It's MJK back again with another video. First thing first, man, I just want to say thank you guys for 100 subs. I know it doesn't sound like anything, too astronomical, but for somebody that started YouTube really like 2 weeks ago, man, and I'm not really plugging it that hard on my streams and everything, it's kind of cool that like a lot of these subs have just kind of come from people finding the channel. So if you're one of those people that found it from a video or from a recommended, I really appreciate it. Thank you for liking the videos, watching the videos. We're doing like over 100 views, which is kind of cool too. Something that I didn't think would happen this quick. But anyway, it's just small steps, right? YouTube's not something that I'm really all too familiar with, right? I've been on Twitch for a year. I've been on YouTube for 2 weeks. So it's cool, man. I'm really thankful for it and appreciative. But today's video, I'm just going to be going over the FUTBIN tracker and what I think it's good for and what I think about it realistically and how important of a tool that, FUTBIN tracker actually is. Something that we haven't had in the past, something that I've kind of made on my own, right, with Google spreadsheets and stuff like that. But anyway, guys, what I want to talk about first is what happened, the last day or two, right? So I didn't make a video yesterday, but I did want to talk to you guys about the market crash, right? We've had about our 4th or 5th market crash in the early stages of FIFA 21, and so far, man, we've actually done pretty damn well today, if I do say so myself. Wait a sec. Oh, I guess I cleared the transfer list. But anyway, guys, we've done pretty well, man. We have left on the trade pile. We have an Alejandro Gomez that we bought for 190 or 195 with the Hunter, and the Rat. We tried to take a risk on the Rat at 490. Hoping for a lazy. His price is going up and down, man, but I'm not too worried about it. But we picked up a couple Roberto Firminos. We picked up a couple more Renato Sanchez. Who else did I buy yesterday? A couple Hollands. And when they're at their bottom, or actually I bought them a little bit late. But the market was weird yesterday, man. It's going to continue to be weird. But I just think with the combination of panic selling and supply and anxiousness and people not knowing what the hell they're doing on the market, it's gonna make for an interesting year, man. But like I said on my video the other day and 2 days ago, I really think it's just a fluke, man. I don't think it's something that's gonna carry over the entire year. I think once these kids start to get sick of trying to learn how to trade and taking L's, they're just gonna go right back to FIFA points. And I think we'll see that with the start of Scream. I'm expecting Scream to be sick. I'm expecting there to be like crazy cards, man, especially like fan favorite cards. Like, give me a Calvin Phillips, a Paul Pogba, an Ndombele, a Lacazette, something along those lines that's just so sick that, little Timmy and Jimmy are going to be begging mom and dad for the credit card because they're going to want to get in. But anyway, guys, let's get into the main purpose of this video. And the main purpose of this video is how to use the FUTBIN tracker. And the FUTBIN tracker kind of goes hand in hand a little bit with how FUTBIN has been kind of going a little whack lately. But I just want to show you guys. So this is what I started using this a while ago, but I just, for this video, for the purpose of this video, I wanted to kind of show you guys everything that this thing has to offer, right? So first off, we can start with a portfolio. And a portfolio is something that's kind of cool, right? It's like real life stocks, it's something that's really, really cool, and it shows you what cards sold for, what they were listed for. It tells you a bunch of really, really cool information about these cards that sometimes a lot of people, maybe just be looking on FUTBIN and seeing the prices and be like, oh, perfect, I'll list it at that. But the card might not sell for that. So it's a really, really cool tool, man, that actually tells you what these cards sell for, the tax and the net price that these people received. And then if we look at the graphs, man, it shows what these cards are selling for on the daily, which is or the live. This is from today. Wow, I think these are listings. I don't know, but see, I'm still learning, guys. But anyway, if you look at the buy it nows, right? It's crazy how some of these cards are getting listed, right? This is the average buy now price for this card, which is it's crazy to me because I'm listing mine. He's not selling, but I'm also. Wait, no, I'm sorry. That's what they're listed for, and these are the buy now prices. But anyway, guys, I'm still learning. I don't really use it for tracking how my cards are like the sale prices. What I usually do, man, is I'm looking at these two numbers, right? These two numbers are the most important thing about the FUTBIN tracker because they tell you your unrealized profit or loss, right? So the coins that you have in your players that haven't sold yet, And then if we want to click, like for instance, right, I just sold my second Ronaldo Sanchez, right? I sold my second Ronaldo Sanchez, so I go down, I hit sell, I hit one, and this one had a shadow and a striker, so I listed it 86.5, right? And he sold, so I send that, and bang, right? Now it tells me my realized profit, so the profit that I have made so far, which is really cool, man. It's something that is very interesting to me, and this is a really cool tool that I love, man. This is so important for icon trading. Now, of course, right? Of course, it's not completely accurate or as up to date as maybe we would hope, just because of how FUTBIN has been. But this is a really interesting tool, man, because if you look at some of these icon prices, right, you can see, let's refresh it just to make sure that nothing else got listed. But if we look at the favorites tab, it'll tell you, right? So look at a guy like, let's look at a guy like Laurent Blanc, right? Who's down 99K or 7.93%. So that means that if you pick this card up, right? So look, this card got listed instantly, or listed at 114, sold for 114, right? And his lowest buy now, we can see throughout the day, like these are all his price fluctuations and his listings, see? Getting listed very high, very high. And if we look at the sale prices, right? And this is where he spiked up. He spiked way up, right? Way up. And here he is today. You know, floating around 114 to 1 flat up to 1.2. So this is just a really cool tool, man, that gives you, if you guys are kind of analytical like me when it comes to looking at prices, it just gives you an idea of what cards are selling for. So realistically, you know, if you snipe a card, if you snipe an icon, you know, say you snipe this guy for 1 mil flat, and you're looking at this, you're like, oh, okay. So he's selling anywhere realistically in the last 2 hours between 1.2 mil and 1.14. So you're sitting there and you're like, oh my God, like I just made 90K on that snipe. Obviously, that's not a snipe that is likely to happen, but still, you have all of this awesome information on all of these different cards. That's really useful, right? So it's just a tool that I'm kind of learning. And look at this. This is also really cool, right? You have your lowest bid on the market, your average sale price, the sell rate of what these cards go for, which 0.05%. Like that's not very high, right? And you have all of these little tabs. And then when you get down below, what's really cool is you can see, right, the coins that you're making per card. So for me, right, that Firmino that I bought last night, one I'm using in my team, but this Firmino that I bought last night at 189, sold him for 213 overnight, right? I made 13.5K a card, which is pretty awesome, right? Erling Haaland, this one I bought low. I didn't put the other one in. I bought one at 180 and sold him for 213, which I could probably add for a little extra cheese for my trade history. But anyway, right, this Haaland I bought at 195 2 days ago, or I think I bought him on Thursday. But anyway, I sold this Haaland for 190, or I bought him for 195, sold him for 209, made 3K, right? After holding a card that long that was down at his bottom at 180, we'll take that. Because another one we bought at 180, we sold for 219. So cards are moving, guys, and that's a really good thing. These Ronaldos, we bought both these Ronaldos on Tuesday night before he went out of packs for 75K. Turned around, you know, and made some decent coins on Ronaldo as well. So I guess, man, this is a tool that if you guys are trying to learn how to icon trade and really just looking for something to monitor prices, it's so much easier, guys, than going on this and trying to learn how to read this graph, because this graph isn't as accurate, man. You know, this graph doesn't tell you what he's selling for, right? It just tells you what his average listing price is. So, right, I did add a couple golds because golds are, you know, incredibly fluctuating like crazy lately. So we look at a card like Mane. Look at this, man. So Mane's price is 385, but look at what he's been selling for. You see, like, this is all today, man. You see how many there are that are selling? Like, if we go down here again, right? So Mane's lowest bin is 385. His average sale price is 404, right? But let's check the last 24 hours. Wow, his last 24-hour sale price is 404K. So realistically, you buy this card at like 360, you sell them for 400. Like you're moving pretty well. But guys, to make a long story short, there's a bunch more things that I could discuss about this, right? We could talk about a bunch of this kind of stuff. But this is just a really, really, really interesting tool that I think is going to be really interesting and kind of fun, man. Look, going forward, with how we decide to trade this year. It's going to make looking at the market and looking at certain things way easier and way more interesting in terms of accuracy for the price and stuff, because if we look at, we know how bad FUTBIN's been, and we know how bad the EA market has been with not showing correct listings and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, I hope this video helped. Like I said, guys, I'm not a pro on this FUTBIN tracker whatsoever, but I know it enough to be able to explain it in plain English for people that may not have seen it. But it's just a really cool tool, man. It's really interesting. It gives you a lot of great information. If you even want to go that far as to looking at the daily price fluctuations of sales, you can always just use this. This helps, right? This top graph just gives you a little bit of information. We're looking at Philip Lahm right now. But there's just a really cool, some really cool tools on how to use this, how to use it to your advantage, what to do. And realistically, it'll help us navigate a market crash, guys. So anyway, man, I'll try and keep it short and sweet. Well, we're at 11 minutes. But anyway, thank you guys again for all the support lately on Twitch, on YouTube, Twitter, wherever. I really appreciate it. If you guys have any tips and tricks that you guys use in FUTBIN or on the FUTBIN tracker, feel free to drop them in the comments. Put them in the Discord. Tell me on Twitch. But anyway, yeah, I hope this helped a little bit. I feel like this is a tool that not many people really know about yet. So, hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully you guys can use it to your advantage. But anyway, guys, thanks again for watching. Thanks again for liking, subbing, all that kind of stuff. And anyway, man, catch you guys tomorrow, all right? See ya.